looking at functions, the CXC type question, it says two functions f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to 3x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x squared. So it says find in its simplest form an expression for f of x minus 2. One of the things about function is that you only can substitute these ideas like this wherever x is in the particular function. For example, we're dealing with the f function. So f of x is actually equal to 3x plus 1. So this is actually the f function. What it is that they want us to do, though, is that we're going to evaluate, we want to express f of x minus 2. So all of this idea here will actually go where x is. So I'm going to evaluate not f of x, right? I'm looking at f of x minus 2. So it simply means that I'm going to substitute x minus 2 where the x would have been. So from this original function here, it was substituted by x minus 2. That's all. From here, you want to carry out your ordinary algebraic skills. So we're going to distribute 3 in the bracket. So what we have is 3x, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And then there's a plus 1 on the outside there. Finally, we're looking at 3x minus 5. So this is actually f of x minus 2. And that is the response for it. Let's take a look at the second question. So in the second question here, we want to look at the g function, right? So it says that we want to put in its simplest form, g of 3x plus 2, that in a bracket by itself, then plus 10. So first, you want to take a look at what the g function is. The g function is x squared. So we want to first write what the g function is. So g of x is equal to x squared. Now, if I am going to actually simplify g of 3x plus 2, then plus 10, it's not a big deal. Bear in mind that this part that is in the bracket will actually go where the x is. So we're going to just put this right here. So what we're doing now is g of x plus 2, right? And then this plus 10. But the only part that can go where x is the part that's in the parentheses. So what we're going to have here is actually 3x plus 10, 3x plus 2 square. So that's the only part that could come here. We're going to square that. And when we're done, you're supposed to be adding 10. Because as you could see in the parentheses, we have 3x plus 2, which means that that is the part that would be affected. That is the input. So let us work this down, right? So basically, if I'm squaring 3x plus 2, it means that 3x plus 2 multiplied by itself. So we could file it out. So this becomes 9x squared. And then that becomes 6x. This becomes 6x. And that becomes 4. So if you file it out, we're actually going to get 9x squared plus 12x plus 4. And then there is a plus 10. So if we break this down finally, 9x squared plus 12x plus 14. And this would have been g of 3x plus 2 and then plus 10. That's what it is.